Oh, hey everybody.
I will.
Oh, I am waking up from a really deep nap, so I am going to mosey my way over. But just give me some moments. Give me some moments, okay? Okay. Okay, 1 second. Just let me turn this camera around here. Okay, I just woke up from a very deep nap. A very, very deep nap. Oh, geez, very deep nap. So, you're watching this. Holy smokes, my eyes haven't come back. If you're watching this, my name is Dr. Donnie, and I'm the host of Emotions for Dummies. Emotions for Dummies, I have a series of classes to help people deal with their thoughts and feelings. I host 3 levels of Emotions for Dummies. I have a where's my video? Video, here we go. I have a beginner Emotions for Dummies class, a regular Emotions for Dummies class, and then a advanced Emotions for Dummies class. And this week, or I should say June, is the advanced week. So we are doing some pretty tough stuff, some pretty tough stuff. And today, if I can share my screen, today is the last day of the advanced class. Last day of the advanced class. Ooh, boy. So if you find this video, you can look on the comments and you are free to get a free copy of the Book of You, this workbook I put together to help people with their thoughts and feelings. You know what? Would it kill? I'm going to turn these lights off and see what happens. Let's see. Hey, that's not so bad. My office is pretty bright. Special lights and all. Okay. So now it's red lighting. No, just go with it. It's better for my eyes. So June was the advanced series. This is the last exercise. This is the last week of the advanced series. So today's exercise is actually kind of the most challenging of all of them. It's called the Ego Healer. It's an exercise that I put together last year that is really effective for getting people in touch with their thoughts and feelings, which is what this is all about. So if you're watching this, feel free to come to class and get in touch with your thoughts and feelings. Anybody who comes, and I always focus with the energy with whoever comes to class. Okay. And if nobody comes, then I always make a video like this for me, where I work on my stuff, get real deep and work on my stuff. Okay. 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 You know, I should say I have a microphone also that I wanted to test out, but anywho, I'll test it out later. So, so, so if this workbook helped you in any way, at any time, please, if you take a look at it and you're pretty impressed and you like what you got out of it, please consider leaving a donation. The biggest donation anyone can ever leave is to come to class and actually, you know, work on your feelings, because then you're being an example for everyone else. You're actually working on your stuff. You're helping me work on my stuff. So in that sense, you know, leaving a donation is giving of yourself and receiving the beauty of these resources. Giving and receiving are reciprocal. Giving is receiving. Receiving is giving. That is what people say. And yeah, so the most important thing is to, if you can't give, is to let yourself receive. Let yourself receive, receive, receive. So you can't receive anymore. And when you've gotten received as much as you can, then see if you want to give, okay? And to be honest with all of you, eyes, oh, they're coming back. Here we go. Here we go. To be honest with all of you, I lived in a world where I didn't give much at all for a very long time. And now, you know, I live in a world where I've received so much that I can't help but give these classes to everybody. Okay, so that's the gift there. Okay, okay. And if you're interested, there's a Spanish version of this workbook as well. Okay. So there's a whole table of contents. As I've mentioned in previous videos, our exercise today is the final one, the Ego Healer Exercise 19. Okay, how awesome is that? If you go through all these exercises, you know, you will just be so amazed at what you will learn about your inner life. And I encourage you to go through these exercises again and again and again and again and again till you until one day maybe nothing comes up and you're all healed up. Boom. Okay. And should that ever be me, I will let you know. Believe me, everyone watching this video, you will be the first to know when I am all healed up. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned in the last week's video, this exercise is entirely a meditation. So so if you're watching this, we are going to go into some deep places. You don't have to do anything except listen, go inside, and breathe. Okay, you don't even have to breathe. Breathing is just happening on its own. Okay, so get comfortable. This is going to last, well, about hour, 45 minutes or so. Okay. Although I suppose the honest answer is it's going to last as long as I can handle this, as long as I feel ready. Okay, this is the actual final exam in many of my college courses, most of them at this point. Okay, this is the actual exam. This workbook is an actual course or component to all my college classes. And so this final here is the final culmination. It's an actual final exam, an actual college final exam. Okay, it's a bit open-minded, but it's not any easier than any other kind of exam you would take in college. Okay, okay, but that makes you nervous. Just relax. Just relax. Just notice your breathing. The most difficult thing you have to do is just breathe. Okay. So what we're going to do, if you can see this worksheet, is that it says strong ego attachment beliefs. And I have listed about 10 ego beliefs, 10 beliefs we all hold on to. Things like I know, don't know, win and lose, right and wrong, want and don't want. Okay. Then there is The emotional Vipassana body scan, which is shortened into 5 steps. And then the self-love acceptance validation exercise. So what we're going to do is we're going to think of ways we have used these beliefs, feel into them with the emotional Vipassana body scan, and then examine them with the self-love exercise, okay? And then, we probably won't get through all 10 here. We may only get through 1 or 2, maybe 3. But the idea is to see how this works so you can practice this yourself, okay? Once you get the sense of how this works, you'll see how easy it is to do on your own. So, okay, let's get started. Number 1 is no. No. I know. Think of all the ways you've said the words I know in your life. I know I'm right. I know they're wrong. I know what we should do. I know I don't want that. Those people are so annoying. Oh, I know. Oh, just notice all the ways you've ever said I know in your life. Notice, slow it down, and if you are willing, sink into these feelings. The feeling of I know. Slow it down, sink in, and let go. Flow with the feeling of I know. Let it flow into your heart, whatever that feeling is. I know, I know, I know. Let it flow down into your gut. Let the feeling get bigger. Push it into your seat muscles, your behind. Give them a squeeze and push that feeling away. Okay, let's try don't know. I don't know. They don't know anything. Think of all the ways you've said don't know. I don't know. Hmm. Well, I don't know how to fix this problem. Well, I don't know what the solution is to this argument. I don't know if I can put up with this anymore. Ooh. Hmm. Just notice all the ways you have said don't know in your life. Just notice, if you are willing, slow it down. I don't know what to do. Slow it down. Sink down to the bottom and let go. all these ideas, we keep them in our head, but we don't really feel into them. So let's feel into it. Drop your defenses. Flow with this feeling. Bring it into your heart. Sink it even deeper into your gut. Let the feeling get bigger and bigger. Squeeze your seat muscles and push this feeling away. Oh, okay. On the self-love part of this, we're going to take this from anger, hate, all the way up to love. Both of these, this know, don't know combination. So what makes you angry about know or don't know? When I was going through those examples just now, was any part of that and any anger? Definitely, those people are stupid. Oh, I know. That had anger. There was anger there, sure. I don't know how to stop this argument. That's anger. Yeah, that's anger. Know and don't know. That's anger right there. Yeah. So, okay. So make space for the anger. uh, make space for the anger. Let the anger up. Let it up. Honor the anger you're feeling. Any defense, any ways you've used defense with knowing and don't knowing. I said I don't know, but that doesn't mean I didn't know. That's just a way of really saying I'm angry and I don't feel like connecting with you. It's true. It's true. Sometimes saying I know is really just a way of shutting someone else down. Oh. Hurt. Next is hurt. Sadness. Comparisons. How have I used know and don't know connected to hurt, sadness, and comparisons? That I don't know what to do. There's a lot of hurt. That's hurt. Like someone should have given me an answer. There's hurt there. There's hurt there. And I'm comparing my state to the state of somebody with the answer and has all their problems solved. I'm comparing. I'm comparing. How many times growing up, my mom told me the answer and I already knew the answer. So I went, I know. And I was hurt because she didn't trust my knowledge, my guidance. She didn't trust me to know. It felt like a loss of trust. That hurt. There was a comparison. There was the mom and I imagined who would have trusted me. And then there was the, man, ooh, wow. And then there was the mom I had who had to say it 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11 times because that's what made her feel comfortable. It made me feel hurt. Now's the time to feel it. Let yourself just feel the hurt. I was a kid. Let yourself just feel the hurt. I just wanted my mom to trust me. So I said, I know. I probably didn't really know. Now that you mention it, I probably didn't really know. I just wanted the trust. I wanted someone to listen, take me seriously. Let yourself feel the hurt. Anything you need to help you with these feelings, wonderful people, please do them, okay? There's a whole worksheet on trauma to look at, exercises. You can tap, you can move your eyes side to side, give yourself a hug, whatever you need to get in touch with these hard feelings, okay? If something comes up, or when something comes up. And next is fear. Fear projecting the future. Fear. Any fear in know and don't know. Definitely. This feeling of don't know. Definitely, like the idea is that if I know, I'm safe. And if I don't know, I feel afraid. I definitely had this feeling of fear around that. Yes. Yes. And I could even say there's a fear around knowing. Because really you're saying I know because you don't want to deal with what comes up if you don't know. Knowing felt safe. So really, knowing is also connected to fear because fear and safety are intertwined. You can't just like cut out fear and just live in safety. Safety and fear are very intertwined. So okay, so let yourself feel the fear. Just let yourself feel the fear. Fear of losing safety is huge. So let's just take a moment and just feel the fear. We're in a safe place right now. Nothing's happening. Well, hopefully, if you're watching this, you're in a safe place, right? Anyway, in my world, right here, right now, I'm just in my office. I'm in a safe place. Just feel the fear. It's been there a while. Just feel it. Knowing and not knowing shouldn't have to come with all this fear. If I ask you, the instructions to my microwave, and you just say no, and you don't care because you don't have my microwave. No consequence, no real big deal. Our little kid self, our ego, will hold on to thoughts of fear and safety real strongly. Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you, just sink in and let go. Just let yourself just flow with whatever feelings are coming up for you. And next is control. What assumptions, expectations, and attempts to control are we making about knowing and not knowing? Yeah, I just said it. I assume knowing is safe and not knowing is fear. Yeah, that cannot be. It can't be that simple. That's for sure. And me making it that simple is an attempt to control. Is an attempt to control life. Just feel that. Feel the pain on any pain that may be underneath that and let go. You're not really in control. It's like mm, you're not really in control. Just go with that. Oh. Next is next is acceptance, understanding, respect. What is it about knowing, not knowing, that you can say you understand and respect? I can respect that I may not know and it may work out better. And I can respect that I think I know and it can not work out well. I can also understand how I use knowing and not knowing to make myself feel safe, to manage my feelings of fear. I can also understand why that didn't really work. I can also understand why having just thoughts doesn't really work to manage our feelings. Got to get in touch with these feelings. And finally, love. Total embrace, let go. What is it about knowing or don't knowing that you can say you just totally love? I love getting knowledge. I love reading a book and learning things so I can explain it to other people. Yeah, sharing knowledge with others. I love that. I mean, hello, I'm a teacher, right? So, yeah, I love that. I love not knowing so I can really listen to someone's answer and like use my brain to analyze what they said or feel into what they said. I love taking in, well, when I have the energy, I love taking in new stuff for the first time. You know, that's that first time you read that book, the first time you heard that word, the first time you learned that concept. I love that. I love that. Hey, just feel it. Feel the love. Feel the love. You felt everything else. Feel the love. Feel the love. Feel the love and let go of even that because love is letting go. Okay, that's a full set. That's how you see how this works. It's involved, but it goes very deep and goes into all sorts of places. And the nice thing about it is you don't have to like do a whole lot of thinking to make it all come up. You just have to, take a small moment and look at your life. These things you've said your whole life, right? So let's try another one. We don't have to go in order. So let's just try. Let's try number 5. Can, will, must, gotta. I can do it. I gotta do it. You can do it. Well, she thinks she can. I think I can. I gotta get through school. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta get my car fixed. I gotta get gas. I gotta go to the store. I must be a success. Just notice how many times you said these things in your life. All these things around can, must, gotta. Just notice. Just notice. Sink in, slow it down. All the times we said these things. My God, how many times I've said these things even today? Slow it down, sink down to the bottom, and let go. I think I can. Drop your defenses. Let yourself flow with compassion with these feelings. Send them into your heart. Further down into your gut. Let them get real big. Squeeze your seat muscles and push the feeling away. Okay, let's try. Can't, won't, mustn't, never, better never. I can't do it. She can't go there. You can't wear that. People never do that. You won't be going there. You better not. You better not. Musta better not. I wouldn't do it. Think of how many times you've heard those words in your life. Slow it down. I can't. Sink down to the bottom. Let go. Flow with the feeling. Give yourself compassion. Honor any pain you may be feeling underneath all these feelings. Sink it down into your heart. Sink it further into your gut. Let it get bigger and bigger. And squeeze the big muscles in your hips and thighs. Squeeze your seat muscles and push the feeling away. Okay, next step, self-love here. Anger, hate, defense. Go back over how you felt about can and can't. Any anger, hate, defense. When I said they can't do it, they can't do that, you can't do that, there was anger there. I could definitely feel someone said that to me in anger. And if I ever said it to someone else, I said it to them in anger. Even when I said I gotta go pay my bills, I gotta pay rent, I gotta go get gas. There was anger there too. Anger at having to do things, having anger at having to do things, anger at having to come up with the money. There was anger. So just feel the anger. Honor the anger. Honor the anger. And next is hurt, sadness, comparison. Hurt. I lived in, oh, I know, I had a whole world of, well, I can't do that. I can't go there. And they won't let me. And I had a world of that as a kid that really hurt. You know, this imaginary world where my parents really support me and they say yes a lot more often. And this real world where they said no all the time and didn't even bother even asking me why I cared. Hurt. Oh, man. So just let yourself feel the hurt. You know, having a friend for 20 years, your parents, you know, your caregivers, for having a friend who constantly told you no for 20 years can really hurt. I would never have a friendship like that with an adult today. I didn't have a choice in that friendship with my parents. Oh. Oh. Uh, okay, next is fear, projecting future. Fear. And there's a lot of fear around that can't also, yeah. A lot of fear. A lot of fear. A lot of fear like I can't do it or my mom will be upset. A lot of fear. Even the I gotta go to work, I gotta pay my bills, even that, was anger. And underneath that, there's fear. Fear of what's gonna happen. Projecting a future where I can't pay the bills and I'm homeless on the street. I'm living in the Tenderloin. In case you're watching this and you are connected to San Francisco. Oh my gosh, I went to the Tenderloin yesterday to hang out with a friend and walked past an alleyway that was filled with tents and the smell of urine, this incredibly strong smell of urine. I saw a woman take a dump in her pants yesterday as we were walking into the restaurant. Okay, so those images, if you're from around here, I got to tell you, those things are tragic and common. Okay, those images of fear, big time, come up, big time, fear. And just let yourself feel it. I don't pay those bills. I suddenly see myself being that woman who took the dump on herself. Okay, I'm suddenly boom. I'm living in that alleyway. Okay, feel the fear. I mean, who the hell knows, right? It could be, it may not be me. It could be, it may not be you. But in this moment, we know we are afraid of it. So feel the fear. Let yourself feel the fear. Actually, it won't be you. It won't be me. Because we're in this moment right here, right now. In the future, who knows? It'll be a different moment, a different tent, a different alleyway, a different pair of pants you'll be shitting in, okay? A different sidewalk. It won't be you. That's all just projecting the future, projecting our fear, into the future. Oh, just release any pain you have underneath all these fears. It's painful to keep being afraid, to manage your life by being afraid. It's also painful to manage your life by being afraid and not even tell yourself you're afraid, not even allow yourself to consciously admit it. Very painful. Numbing. Numb is painful. Okay, so what are assumptions, expectations, attempts to control we got going on with can and can't? Well, I'm definitely arguing with like life about I gotta pay my bills. I mean, listen, it is we all are feel the pressure, economic pressures, and there is no gotta. There is no gotta. There is no gotta. You don't have to pay your bills. It's always a conditional. An important part of the word gotta is the conditional, right? Like I gotta pay my bills if I want to stay alive. I gotta breathe if I want to stay alive. Well, I don't have to stay alive. There is not a single, there is nothing saying I have to stay alive. I gotta pay my bills if I want to stay in my apartment. Well, we did the homeless thing already, right? There's no gotta, is what I'm saying. We make choices to do these things, and the choices may not be great. They may be horrible choices. Uh, and there's a difference between acknowledging horrible choices and making it sound like there is no choice, thinking there is no choice. Okay, so there's an assumption there. There's an assumption there. There's an attempt to control there. Gotta almost makes me sound like a victim, really, of the circumstances. Because for one, I could pay my bills tomorrow, or I got to get gas. I could have gotten gas yesterday. I could have gotten gas tomorrow. The amount of gas I have actually in my car and how fuel efficient my car is, because it's a really tiny smart car, I probably could have just not gotten gas, rode a bicycle, and waited till the first of the month when I got paid on Wednesday or something. So there's no gotta. There's no gotta. There's no gotta. So just feel that. Feel that. I'm trying to control me, manage the anger. So just feel that. Just feel that. Let go. Okay, understand. Understand. Accept. Respect. Well, I understand that there may be all sorts of things that I'm doing that I don't want to do. And I understand I can do them all in a way that would make them work for me. You know, doing them at a different time, finding times that are more convenient. I could, if I really think I have to pay my bills, I could also question all these bills. Like, what do I have? And I could question if I really need them or not. If I'm living in an apartment that costs a lot of money, I can question if I can move to a cheaper apartment. I mean, if you really want to go that far with it, since I mentioned the tent and the homeless business earlier, if you really decide you need a game plan and the bills are a problem, all sorts of Americans are living out of their car these days. You can get an art, rent, buy a van, buy a cheap used van, live out of the van. At either rate, that'd be creatively looking at options. There are people today who are doing all of this. They sat with these feelings and they made these decisions. And I understand that. I accept that. I respect that. I also respect that when I say can't, I don't know if it's can't. I don't know if I can't. I'm afraid. I know I'm afraid. I don't know if I can't do it. It reminds me of being a little kid at the top of the jungle bars and I wanted to jump off, but I was too afraid to jump. So I kept going, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then, I said that for poof, 10 minutes and then I got exhausted. So then I just climbed down because I couldn't jump. I felt like a coward. I couldn't jump. And, I still have days, I still have times in my life very recently where I went into a bar or I got to the front of a bar and had a sudden, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this moment. Yeah. And I don't know if I can't do it. I don't know if I can't do it. I just know that's my way of saying I'm really afraid and I need support. Yeah. I probably can do it just fine, but I'm afraid and I need support. And the support wasn't there in those moments. I couldn't even support me in those moments. I understand that. I understand that now. It's not that I can't. It's that I was afraid and needed support. Like I'm supporting myself right now, right here, right now. finally love. What do you love about can and can't? I love thinking I can do it, and then I put some work into it, put a plan together, and put the plan in action, and it's successful. And I'm like, ha, I can do it. I knew I could do it. Ha ha ha. I love that. I love that. I also love when I say I can't do it, and it really just means I don't really want to do it, and it looks like a lot of work, and I want to avoid all that work. That's being kind to me. So I say, oh, I can't do that. It's being kind. Backing out. I love backing out. There's so many things people want you to do, and if you ain't got the time or the effort, you don't really see the value in it for you. I can't do that. What a relief. A relief. What a relief that can be. I love that. I love that. I love that. Like my right to say no. I love that. Let yourself feel it. Feel the love. Feel the love. Oh, let go. Let go of everything because love is letting go. Oh, wow. One day we'll sit and do all 10. One day maybe there'll be a meditation retreat. I'll have a special session. A group of people who are just real dedicated into digging into this, and we'll all get together and we'll go through all 10 one day. I actually thought of several more. I think you get the point at this. I think you get the point at this point right now. So why don't we do the second part of this, which is a more filling those spaces in with more positivity, okay? And the first one is love. So think of something you love, things you love, not just one thing. Think of all kinds of things you love. Yesterday, I went to the beach with my friend. I love the beach. I think I can say this because he'll never watch this video, but I love my friend, which we say we love each other all the time. That's not the issue. But actually, well, I love my friend. I love my friend. Um, my friend's a straight man, so I mean, the odds that me and him would have an intimate relationship on a sexual level is probably slim to none. But in terms of us being able to communicate emotional intimacy, I've known him since we were roommates in college. I know him. There's lots of things I don't know about him. I know what he opened up about, but we've had obviously 20 years of times getting to know each other, seeing our ways, getting in touch with things, sharing conversations. I love this person very much, very much. He's also not a bad looking man on top of that. So I love him very much. I love him very much. He wanted to go to a soul food restaurant because we both went to college in New Orleans. So he went to a soul food restaurant, which I really didn't even really want to go. I thought I was just like, I've been there a few times, but we went, and because it's a very special place for him, and the food was incredible. Food was really incredible. He paid for the meal too, because he came over to hang out with me a previous month, and I cooked. I had completely forgotten I cooked. And he offered to pay for the meal, which in San Francisco is not cheap. You know, a $60 lunch is quite common in San Francisco, in the Bay Area. I love my friend. So I went to the beach. I love the beach. I love my friend. We drove around in my car. I love my car, my little smart car. I love it. And that's just yesterday. You know, I have a vape. I love my vape. I wanted it to last me till the end, till the first of the month when I can get a new one. I love my vape. Okay, I'm reaching. I'm not even reaching that hard. I mean, I could reach for, obviously way harder things like my job or my family or things like that. Fine. Think of things you love. Anything, anything. Okay, anything, and just sit with the feeling of the love. That's your feeling of love. You know that the food I had at that restaurant. The food didn't put the love in me. I didn't bite into the food and then the food transformed into love inside my body. No, I ate the food and it registered as something I like, and the love came with that. It's my love. It's always here inside of me. So sink into this feeling, slow it down, sink into the feeling of love. Sink in and let go. Just flow with this feeling and bring it into your heart. You know what? Even better that he would be a straight man, because it really showed me how love and sex are two totally different things. You can have a way deeper loving connection with the best friend than you may, who knows, even ever have with a sexual partner. Or who knows? Who knows? Or the beauty of it is how much intimacy can be developed in the absence of anything to do with sex. Intimacy. Into me see. Intimacy. Oh. Acknowledge any pain you may have connected to love. Honor the pain. Let it up. Let it out. Let this feeling flow into your gut. Let it get bigger and bigger like you can't stand it. Squeeze your thighs, your seat muscles, and push the feeling away. Oh, oh. Oh, gosh. Okay, next is success. Success. Abundance, prosperity, wealth, success. Think of things that make you a success. Some of us can point to our degrees. Some of us, got good grades. But hey, success. I successfully microwaved my coffee. I didn't burn the cup. It didn't spill all over. I didn't have to wipe anything up. I successfully reheated my coffee. Success. Boom. I successfully walked from my car to the restaurant. Success. There's somebody else out there. Oof. There's somebody else out there who didn't make it to the restaurant, who got lost in traffic. Success. I successfully connected with my friend. I Yeah, yeah. The wealth of having a friend, having someone you can talk to, someone who's known you that long, you can bring up that story of that thing you did in college. You can bring it up with love. So success, good friends, success, good food, success. But, I ate my whole meal, success. I didn't blow up at the waitress who I'm pretty sure didn't take my drink order because she was a little caught up in judging and staring at me instead of listening to me. Let's go with that too. Success, success. I didn't blow up at her. I was understanding. Actually, the moment I wanted to blow up at her, I took a step back and I saw how stressed out she was and I just let it go. Success, success, success. Hmm. So just let yourself feel that success, abundance. Hey, I was calm. I thought I was ready to blow up, and it turns out there was energy to be calm. Abundance, an abundance of calm. We ate so much food. I was so full, I had to stuff down the last few bites. Abundance. My friend paid for the meal, even though I was fully prepared to pay for him. Abundance. Abundance. Thinking about the thing, how much I love him, how much I love him. And I think about how many guys I slept with in my lifetime. No love in it. A whole lot of guys. Abundance. Abundance. There's some people out there who, you ask them how many people have they ever slept with, and it was just, one guy and their husband. Just their husband. That'll never be me. That ain't me. I had an abundance of sexual experiences. Abundance. Abundance. Sink into that feeling, sink in and let go. Drop your defenses. Bring it into your heart. Just flow with the energy into your heart. Bring it down to your gut. Let that success get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger till you can't stand it. Too many trophies to hold. And then squeeze your seat muscles, push the feelings away. Next is freedom. Freedom, openness, space, expansion, freedom. What is freedom for you? Freedom could be, for some of us, freedom could be walking into that one bedroom apartment that we own and can pay for with no problem. And we get to live alone in our own space with our own stuff. Freedom, freedom. For someone else, freedom could be, for someone else, my mind is going places. For someone else, freedom is maybe finally getting on a plane for the first time or going to a new country for the first time. Freedom is giving yourself permission to travel because you work all the time. like yours truly. And for some of us, maybe we got into a relationship to escape something else we didn't like, right? You were living at home, you hated your family, you met someone else and they promised you get out of being home and live with them. And that's freedom. That was freedom. That person represents freedom for you. I grew up in a really homophobic household. So finally being able to meet a guy or date a guy or have sex with a guy was freedom. Was freedom. Freedom. Openness. Expansion. Whatever images come up for you, I see slaves, just breaking chains and just running away. Freedom. Freedom. Whatever comes up for you, slow it down. Oh, sink down to the bottom. Let go. Just flow with the feelings. Acknowledge, honor any pain that could be underneath these feelings. Bring it all into your heart. Give yourself a lot of compassion. A lot of compassion. Some of us, we have no clue what freedom would even be. Some of us may have spent a whole childhood yearning for freedom. Let it get even bigger. Let it squeeze your seat muscles and push the feeling away. Next, let's do happiness. And since I'm here, I see happiness, peace, comfort, goodness. I feel the need to add something to this. I feel the need to add something to this because I just feel, let me sign into my account here. 1 second here. I feel the need to add something. I feel the need to add something. I saw that happiness. This has been kind of in the back of my mind. So I want to add it. But I'm feeling safety. Since I mentioned fear earlier, that's been coming up for me, and I realized that that this safety's not on this, but that's an important thing we all want to feel, right? We all want to feel safe. We all want to feel safe. So I'm going to add safety. Dear editor, safe. Peace, comfort, goodness, safe. Think of what brings you happiness, peace, comfort, goodness. Maybe I put safety, eh? Safety. Peace, comfort, goodness, safety. You know, it's so funny. I did so much meditating. I'm not exactly sure I even spelled the word safety right. My brain is totally falling apart here. What brings me happiness? Letting go of all these hard feelings. What brings people happiness? Whatever works for you. Comfort, a big recliner. You know, yesterday I went to Taco Bell and had a Crunchwrap Supreme, a breakfast Crunchwrap Supreme with bacon. That made me really happy. I didn't want to cook breakfast. I actually waited at the drive-through for half an hour because I got there early. But it gave me a chance to read some emails and things, and I got my Crunchwrap Supreme, and that made me. I felt some happiness. Wonderful Crunchwrap Supreme, breakfast Crunchwrap Supreme. Let yourself feel it. Peace, you know, not being hungry felt comforting, comfort, peaceful, happiness, happiness, happiness. You know, when I was driving back home from hanging out with my friend yesterday, I was just so thankful to have a friend like him. You know, I could have spent the whole day in San Francisco walking around, and if you walk around, you meet nice people. You know, if you walk around enough, you'll meet nice people. You know, you can also walk around for quite a while and have no one who wants to talk to you or nobody who feels the need to open up. You can walk in the world and not connect with anybody also. That's just the reality of it. And that's very much the reality if you are a person of color, Black person, someone who's just outside of the norm of things. You know, there's a lot of judgmental people out there, right? Hell, I'm a judgmental person too. We're all judgmental people. We all judge. So I left my time with my friend with really feeling happy that I had that connection. We sat on his rooftop in his new apartment or newer place he's staying, and we sat on his rooftop and drank wine and played guitar together. He had a ukulele and we played guitar together. Just wonderful. Overlooked the ocean. Just wonderful. Happiness, comfort, peace, safety, goodness. Yeah, safety. Let yourself feel safe. You know, I knew I could tell Colin how I'm dealing with all sorts of things. I know I felt emotionally safe with him. Safety. You know, my mind is going to all the other friends I have. My friend Robert, my friend Danielle, people who I know I can come to with my feelings. They won't judge me. They won't tell me I'm wrong. They'll make space. They'll listen. They'll bring comfort. They won't judge me. They'll bring goodness. They'll help me get to peace. Oh. So whatever comes up for you, whatever comes up for you, slow it down. Slow it down and let go. Drop your defenses. Just flow with these feelings. Honor any pain you may be feeling underneath all this. Let it all just sink into your heart. Sink it even further into your gut. Let it get real big. Squeeze your seat muscles and push that feeling away. The last one is joy. Joy. Inspiration. Surprise. Excitement. Anticipation. And that used to be a song. Anticipation. Carly Simon song. I highly recommend looking that up. It's a great album. Joy. You may feel joy listening to that album. Some good musicians on that album, okay? Joy, inspiration, surprise, excitement, anticipation. What brings you joy? I don't know why that album came up first, and then now I'm thinking about grilled cheese sandwiches. Okay, yeah, grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh, I haven't made one on my own, but I remember watching a YouTube video recently, and you add a lot of butter. You make sure that both sides get coated in butter. You add all this cheese in the middle. You can even add like different kinds of cheeses. Press it all in, but don't press too hard. Let it all get nice and bubbly. Maybe even fry the edges a little bit. Make yourself a glass of tomato juice. Grilled cheese sandwich. Joy. Cooking actually gives me a lot of feelings of inspiration and excitement and anticipation because I'm a really good cook and I like the food I eat. So cooking, joy. Food examples come up real easily for me. I went to this place called Jollibee's. In case if you don't have that, if you're watching this video and you don't have that where you're from, it's a Filipino restaurant, and they serve fried chicken, and they call it Chicken Joy. Chicken Joy. Chicken Joy. Okay, Chicken Joy. Yes, the joy of just eating fried chicken. I used to raise chickens, and I personally just loved raising chickens. It brought me so much joy. And I raised them and I killed them and ate them too. In fact, I always say I imagine that when I die, there will be about 100 chickens waiting in heaven or hell to pluck my eyes out. Okay, but you know what? All that chicken I ate, the raising them from little babies to adults who had babies themselves, deciding when it was time to take them out of the world. How good they tasted after I did all the gutting. I, added the spices and stuck them in the oven, my Sunday chicken dinner. Sharing my chicken dinner with friends. Joy, inspiration. Excitement. Joy. Chicken joy. Chicken motherfucking joy. Let yourself feel it. Slow it down. Slow it down. To be honest with all of you, so many things can come up in life that can take your joy away. The point that you can struggle to experience joy, or joy can even bring up feelings of like fear. So getting reconnected to joy is take it step by step. The other thought that comes into my mind is doing puzzles. As soon as the first comes, I'm going to have some money and I'm going to order a puzzle kit so I can sit in bed and make a puzzle. I want to make a 1,000-piece puzzle. That's my goal. I want to work on a 1,000-piece puzzle. There's this puzzle I found of mushrooms. It's all different kinds of mushrooms, and I'm really, really excited about trying to put this puzzle together. Joy. I've been making puzzles my whole life since I was a little kid. So joy, puzzle joy. Yeah. Mm, yes. Yes. Part of me is kind of thinking I don't have to wait till Wednesday either, but on a budget level, I probably should though. And I'm coding some data right now for a paper I'm writing. But anyway, joy. Hey, even all this other work I'm doing, the having to pay the bills. I don't think about that I don't associate that with joy. But I mean, the bills are paid. The bills are paid. I get to go and sleep in a comfortable bed with electricity, TV. They all got paid. I still had extra money to go to Taco Bell, so I didn't have to cook. I mean, you don't need a lot of extra money to go to Taco Bell, but the point is that it all got paid and it got done. And if I wasn't so caught up in the gottas of all of it, 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 it I mean, what a comfortable life. Joy, 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 joy. Mm. Just slow it down. Sink down to the bottom of that feeling, whatever came up for you. Joy. Let go. Flow with the feeling. Get into your heart. Ooh. Acknowledge any pain you may have around this feeling of joy. Let it flow deeper into your gut. Let it get real big. And squeeze your seat muscles and push this feeling away. Okay, and wonderful people, that my wonderful people is the ego healer exercise. You may be feeling all sorts of things right now, or a lot of openness, things flowing through. Just be with that. Just be with it. Relax into it. Just let yourself relax. Just let yourself relax like a little baby, knowing you're safe and loved. already. Slowly let yourself come to. Back into the room, to the present moment. Back into outer space. Oh, that, my friends, is the ego healer. So this exercise opened up anything for you, please practice. Getting in touch with whatever this is inside is never going to be just a one and done. Our feelings are so hard, so please practice and please share with others. Ooh, okay. And if this workbook benefited you in any way, please consider leaving a donation of some kind or hitting me up and telling me how you feel. Feel free. Yeah, feel free. Okay. Okay. So next week is talk time with Dr. Donnie, which means that for 2 hours, I will just be here. If anyone comes, I will listen. We can have a conversation. We can work on some feelings together. I can give you some advice. I can inform you about things I know about how the mind works, how the body works, how feelings work. It's up to you what you like to spin that space for, okay? If no one comes, then I suppose I could just talk to myself. Or I'll run through some of these exercises. If nobody comes, I will take care of my needs, is what I will do. I will use the space to take care of my needs. But I want to make it clear that this space is for anyone who's listening. So if you have something going on in your life and you'd really like some help and you don't have the $100 to pay a therapist, feel free. Feel free to come and speak to me. Okay? Feel free to come and speak to me. At either rate, I hope if you're watching this, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I hope you have a wonderful life. Good luck getting in touch with your thoughts and feelings. It is your job to love yourself through your life, whatever other job you have. Your career is to love yourself through your life. Okay, so in that sense, we're all fully employed. Let's all keep working to make sure the bills get paid, okay? Okay, much love, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you next week.